There we go.
Okay.
We're ready.
All right. Thanks, Kate. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our December meeting. We're going to have a very short business meeting, and then we'll turn the meeting over to Joni and Eileen for the fun portion of the meeting, and they'll let you know what's going to happen today. So first of all, somebody can raise a hand, and I'll just see the first two people I see raise their hand, get an approval for the November minutes that were in the newsletter. Okay, I saw Katie to approve, and can I get a second? Joni. Okay, Joni will second those minutes. Okay. Really the only thing that I have to talk about and continue to talk about is the elections. We spent some time at the board meeting just talking about names and whatnot for elections, and I'll be reaching out to some people whose names were brought up for certain of the openings that we have. And it just, you know, if you get somebody reaches out to you, or if you get an email, just, I would like if you could just, before you say no, give it a good consideration. So we have a lot of offices that we're trying to fill. For sure, we will need to fill president. We will need to fill treasurer. We will need to fill community service. We have someone who's willing to run for communications. And we have two people who are considering running together for education. So we still do have 3 openings that we need people to run for. So it'll probably be an email from me, and you'll either that or a phone call. And if you get it, I would just ask that you give it a good consideration. It is really fun to be on the board. I think as a guild, we've done a great job keeping the guild together through this really terrible pandemic, and we're coming out the other side of it now, and we just need folks to you know, continue us on. So so that I know I've said this before, but a lot of guilds did not make it through the pandemic. People just didn't adapt quickly enough, and they just didn't make it. So you know, the guild is in great shape. We have a great membership. We're financially really sound. So the board is just really going to be a fun thing. So you really should consider. And if you are interested in running for any of those positions, let me know. You can email me or give me a phone call. My number is in the directory. So that's all I have to talk about. We're going to skip to Joan. Eileen and Joni, you guys will come on later, and Joan's going to give her community service review.
Unmute here. Hello, everybody. It was another chilly day to accept donations at the library, as we always have, but 11 people dropped off some items. So I want to report on what the items we received today. We had 88 kids hats, 7 chemo hats, 6 baby hats, 3 baby blankets, 1 baby sweater, 1 cowl, 20 more scarves, 8 fingerless mitts, 1 poncho, and 1 shrug. So I have a trunk full of items, and some of those will go to Covenant House. So I'll get together with Katie sometime. If it's better to wait till after the holidays, whenever is good. So I'll probably have 2 bags of goodies for you. And speaking of the scarf challenge, if you didn't read it in the newsletter, we made our goal. So I want to thank everybody who participated. We had over 64 members help make scarves this year. So we have 542 scarves, and that's over 27, well, it's 2,752 feet by my estimate, but it was probably more than that. So thank you to everybody who helped. I can always count on guild members when we do a challenge. The top 3 scarf knitters were Alice Kemner, who made 76, Kathy Schoenlau made 54, and Tony Emerson made 45. So that's quite a lot of scarves. I want to thank everybody for that. The only other thing I have to report, the neighborhood knit-in has been updated. I contacted all the different groups, and if there's changes, just let me know, and I'll make sure that gets updated on I'll give it to Susan to update on the website. There was one change. I put down that Myers House had a knit-in on Wednesday afternoon. They are not scheduling knit-ins to the public yet. There might be a group that does get together. So if you are knitting there, that's because that has been your little pod. So she did not want to extend it to everybody yet. So if you want to just make that note, I'll have another update in the next newsletter so that, anybody going forward, but most of the other people were anxious to have members come. So always reach out just in case something changes. So if you do want to go to a knit-in or want to recommend knit-ins, have them contact the sponsor. Now on the website, on the public part, it tells you the place and the location, but we don't want information like emails and phone numbers unless it's the name of a number of a shop or library. We're not putting any of that out on the public. You have to go in and get it from the public. I mean, the members only section, and then just pass that along as you think it's fit. So that is all I have.
Thank you, Joan. Katie?
Yes, mine is also pretty brief today. I just wanted to announce the results of the Cowl knit-along poll. The winner, kind of with a large lead, is the Scraptastic Cowl by Amba O'Brien. So I'll drop a link to that in the chat, actually. I have the pattern pulled up, but it's very cute. And thank you to everyone who voted. I already told the board this, but I was reached out to by a member of the Lighthouse Knitters Guild of Maine who follows our guild and is really impressed with our Ravelry page, asking me how they can utilize Ravelry polls for their own guilds. So we're helping guilds across America innovate in the 21st century. So yeah, I just think it's pretty cool that other guilds are following what we're doing and looking to us for advice and support. So thank you to everyone who voted, and the knit along will start in January. And that's it for me.
Okay, thanks, Kate. Kathy? I think she's getting connected. Oh. Can you unmute Kathy, Katie?
Okay.
Yeah, we got you now.
Okay, I'm on Kindle. I've been using my phone for all of our meetings, so I don't know what happened. Technology. I didn't hear any of Katie's, so tell me what I'm supposed to say.
Oh, Katie was just mentioned that the winner of the poll for the Cowl knit-along was the Scraptastic Cowl. So
Spectastic?
The Scraptastic, yeah.
Okay.
She'll put that in Ravelry, and then she put a link to that already in the chat, this chat.
Okay.
So, yeah, so do you just want to talk about January's education?
Mary Dale and I went to Fairview Heights yesterday and went to the bead place and did an interview with the owner, and it was very, very delightful. And we both decided we're going to go back and buy yarn. I mean, it's probably a 30 to 40 minute presentation talking about what she's got and how she got into the business. And so they're moving into their third location sometime as soon as the building is ready. So that is pretty much in Mary Dale's hands right now for editing and cutting. She does have the projector to see if she can figure out a way to project audio with maybe her a wireless speaker. So she's got that in her hands.
Okay.
On Wednesday, we've got our schedule is for Elaine McKelvey to teach how to fix the hole in your mittens, I think, something like that. And then Dee Dee has graciously committed to giving us a seminar on Knit Companion for March.
Awesome.
Which is very appreciated, since she'll be just out of surgery and will be able to stand on her feet. So very much appreciated.
Well, so, tell Dee Dee she can sit down and do her presentation.
No, I even offered a bar stool. I did, but she's already, the surgery's in January. So she has to be off her foot 10 weeks or something.
Oh, gosh.
And so we just happen to be past the time where she's not supposed to stand. And I said, don't worry about it. We can get somebody. I mean, she's going to be doing on her iPad, so it won't be too strenuous. I mean, you know.
I also could bring a bar stool if she needs something. So
you know, I can bring a bar stool and, you know, carry it around and, you know, have cocktails if you want me to, you know. But anyway, those are the next three programs that are in the can, so to speak. Okay. So I just simply need to get with Elaine and Dee Dee to see what they need of me.
Okay.
But the yarn store was really interesting, and I encourage you. I want to thank you for pointing me in that direction, because I know it was your gentle prompting to get me to go over there, but it was well worth a trip. And I even bought some yarns. Imagine that.
Yeah. Oh, pretty.
So, yeah, very nice. It's called Knitted Wit. But anyway, very successful. So the next three programs are more or less in the can. I think we wanted to allow plenty of time to get over there prior to bad weather, prior to Christmas, and all that. So we took the advantage of a nice day, well, almost, sort of a nice day to go over to Fairview Heights and get this all locked up. So,
awesome.
Well,
wait to see it. Great. Thanks, Kathy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Samantha is on her way out of town, but her report was in the newsletter. Did anybody have any questions about the financial report that was in the November or the December newsletter? I'm looking at everybody. I'm going to go through all the pages and make sure. And no, it doesn't look like it. So, okay, that'll conclude then the business portion of the meeting. And Kate's going to go through and unmute everybody, and then I'm going to turn the meeting over to Joni and Eileen.
Should I stop recording? Do we
wait a minute?
Yeah.
We have some new members that I would like to welcome before we start having fun.
Okay.
So I was notified we have 3 new members this month, and we want to welcome Marcia Bray, Lillian Naring, and Erica Young.
Welcome. Let's see if I see anybody. Welcome.
Welcome.
Oh, I do see Marcia.
And I haven't seen their names.
Hi, Marcia. Marcia is here.
Oh, Marcia. Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Kate, do you want to go through and start doing the unmute? I think she is.
Yeah. Do you want me to stop recording though?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one wants to watch us play bingo on YouTube.